What up, guys? Today I'm going to do an Adonis review for Ghostwire Tokyo. There's a lot of new games that I've been playing lately. While I'm also kind of been exploring into the Yakuza series, which is an adventure of its own. So, probably going back and forth with this one. Uh, I'm sure just like you, if you watch the Ghostwire trailer, in concept, it looks pretty sick. Graphically, very impressive. And those hand symbols look pretty dope. Dope as fuck. So I was pretty excited to kind of see it. From my initial reviews that I saw for it, a lot of people, reviewers, at least from what I took, kind of made it seem overhyped. Not overhyped, like they didn't overhype, but they made it seem like it was overhyped and it wasn't as good as one would hope. And so, I was kind of had lackluster, like I from initial like, oh, this looks dope, into, oh, maybe it's not that good. I didn't have as much thrillingness to buy it, but I got it on sale for I think $40, which was completely reasonable price. It was $30. Is it $40 normally? It's $50 normally. And I have 40. It's a pretty good deal. It's a game that I would have probably paid full price for, but I don't think it's worth for full price since it's not really much. I don't believe there's a lot of playback value to it. But anyways, I am pretty happily impressed by the game. So let's get down to the nitty gritty and kind of go into what I think of it. Now, a few things you kind of get from the trailer and get from what people say about it. Graphically, again, it's very impressive. One of the things I like about it is that a lot of the games, I'm a fan of like Japanese culture and, Japanese style games. And there's a lot of games you can play, and when you actually play in like a Tokyo city, right? There's no Grand Theft Auto Tokyo. So whenever you get to really dive into Tokyo, there's only a few games you can really do it. Yakuza, obviously being one that stands out, that's getting a lot of traction lately. Like Persona 5 is a very popular game that has Tokyo or Japan being the stage of it, but both of those scenarios are very not the best way you can really show Tokyo. A lot of constriction, a lot of not being able to go everywhere you want to. There's not a lot of freedom, like if you did have a Grand Theft Auto Tokyo or something like that. So that kind of makes it a bummer. This game is beautiful. If for there to be a step down from, like Grand Theft Auto Tokyo, this is the way to do it. Again, it's like a horror game, I guess you could say. It's not very scary, but I don't know. It's like that perfect middle ground, because I didn't want to play a full horror game. It's like an action adventure horror game, kind of, which is pretty sweet. Because you don't always want to get right in, horror games are fine, right? Resident Evil is a smash hit, but this is a lot more fast paced, and it really gives you bang for the buck. Another thing I thought when I started playing it is that it was gonna be very linear. Just kind of do the main plot. Not a lot of upgrades and just get it done. Not a whole lot of gameplay here. And overall, I think it has like maybe 12, 13, maybe 15 hours max of like gameplay. But I thought it was gonna be like 6 hours. I thought it was gonna be straight to the point. So I like it. You get a wide Tokyo to explore. That you can go not only through the streets and through most alleys, and there's also even like just minute staircases that go up 7 stories. You can sometimes go up to. Not like there's much to do there, but it truly is an open world Tokyo that you can explore, which is pretty cool. And it rewards you. It's not like there's just a whole bunch of alleyways for nothing there. There's trinkets everywhere that can give you like soul power to charge your powers. And you get powers like wind, water, fire, and then arrows. So you control the elements, and each one of them have just basic techniques where they can charge up powers and have a mega effect, and and there's the basic attacks, and the fireball, for example, is one of the best ones, and then you finally see like glowing items like this that give you the power to reload ammo and whatnot. There's shops that you can reload food for you to heal as well, and for you to get arrows for your bow and arrow that you have. Not the best bow and arrow mechanic. I mean, I feel like if you only have a few weapons and an arrow is going to be one of them, you know, they definitely could have raised how it worked and whatnot, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, but, you know, still fine. You know, all the handlings are right. It's kind of, I don't know, it's easy to kind of, you know, not have perfect aim, not the perfect, but it's not bad. It's still very smooth. It's not perfect, but could be a little bit better. Oh man, I've lost where I was going with this. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs. That's what I was thinking of. Sleeping Dogs is probably the best example of a Tokyo that you can kind of explore and really get a good feel of Tokyo. That game was fantastic. It'd be great if they did a remaster or a remake or a second one of that game. But you know, other than Sleeping Dogs, this is the best you're really gonna get when it comes to doing it. Oh yeah, but yeah, so there's you know, open world, a lot of places you can go, and you know, and there is stuff to do. There's things to find. There's you know there's ways to, you know, ammo to charge, money to get. You know, it's worth exploring. And as you wander around the city, you find lost souls, which will be in the form of, look at this motherfucker, look at this Slender Man bitch. You get lost souls, and they'll be in the form of side quests, you know, and they'll kind of explain maybe a haunted house or a possessed doll, and you know, and it just opens up, of course, side missions. And there's more of those than I thought there would be, which to be, of course, it was a delight, you know, because it really does changes it up, and and then they're unique, you know, little things to do, you know, so it's nice. So overall, you know, again, to kind of sum it up graphically, look at this fat fucker. He's tougher to beat. So I'm using one of my water spells now, and I'll switch to fire because it does more damage. And then let's finish him off with a bow and arrow. Oh, I fucking missed. See what I'm saying? It's hard to get a perfect shot off. But overall, graphically great. I feel like the map is fantastic. You know, again, you don't get a lot of Tokyo. You just threw a fucking cone at me. You see that? What a little bitch. Fuck you, cone mama. But yeah, graphically, open world game. A good amount of things to do. Again, it's also not a 100-hour game, you know, so it's a quick game that you can really cut into, get a nice little feel for the map and, you know, things to do, get in and out. I would say that, you know, and that's kind of the complaint that other people have had, but not, I don't think as big of a complaint as they make it seem, is the character development and story. It's true, it is kind of dry and lackluster. There definitely could be more originality, and you care about characters more for sure. But that doesn't make it bad, you know. I mean, it doesn't just mean it doesn't make it great, right? It's not going to win, you know, Witcher 3 story mechanic. But you know, with all the other things, this is kind of a game that I don't really care about the story that much, and I don't care about. You know, I play to kind of wander around and just get stuff done, turn my mind off, and just do things, rather than, you know, just turn everything that has volume off around me and just get strapping for an amazing story. That's what I do when I play Yakuza. You know, I'm like, get ready for 10 hours of cutscenes. With this game, I wander around the city, shoot things, you know, and kind of revel in the cool little atmosphere of everything. And that's good enough for me. So I think right now, like I said, I think I got for $40 on sale, which is a very good deal. And you know, I don't know if it's still on sale. I think it might be for a little bit while. I think it's at minimum worth $40. I think that's like the highest price you should pay for it. If you want to, you know, this game probably will go down. You know, I didn't think it would be on sale honestly this soon, because it only came out like a month ago, a little bit over a month ago at most. So it honestly surprised me to see on sale, which is why I bought it. So with that being said, there probably will be more sales in the near future. So if you want to wait, I guarantee you'll get this game for $25 in probably a few months. You know, 3 months max. You'll get it for $25. And then, you know, obviously if you wait longer, I imagine this game will be $15 one day. Because I just don't feel like there's enough hype around it. I feel like it's kind of make a sleeper hit. Not enough people are going to play it. You know, it's one of those things you see. Doesn't get great enough reviews to make people go out and you know, go out of their way to buy it, and unfortunately, it'll probably just die. So, if you do want to wait, you know, again, there's a lot of great games out right now. So, if you're stuck, you know, playing Horizon Zero Dawn or fucking Dawn of Ragnarok or Tiny Tina, what have you, and you have a way to go, wait a little bit, you know, guarantee you can get this game for $25 soon. You know, in the next 3 months, like I said. But if you don't have, if you beat those games and you have some free time, I definitely think it's worth the play. I think $40 is a great price. It's a great price to get it for, and a fair price if it's still for 40. And I would go get it for that price. It's worth it. It is a good game. So I hope that helps in your decision if you've been on the fence of getting it. Oh fuck, something chasing me? That's a scary noise. Beyond that, I'll catch you guys later.